Well, I was thinking maybe another little goodies video from the garage or put some stuff together. Got a few chores to do, and maybe you guys will find some of it interesting. Okay, well, the four-wheeler battery ended up, it's screwed, as I kind of thought. It did take a charge, but it just fell flat on its face pretty quickly, so I got myself yet another battery in today. I just went to my local Canadian Tire. The last one might have been under warranty, but I can't find the receipt or any of the info. Another over $100 for this battery. But so be it. We're stuck with it. They're pretty easy to put together. Usually Canadian Tire will do this for you, fill them, but might as well transport it while it's still sealed, I figured, so I said I'd do it. But there's not much to this. Might as well show you. Okay, wear safety glasses and gloves for these kind of jobs. This is sulfuric acid, so maybe even wear old clothes. It shouldn't spill, but if it does, get it off your skin immediately and don't get it in your eyes. The damage is permanent and nearly instant. So you just pull this off, and then we've got access to our cells. And on this, you just carefully pull these caps off, and they're still sealed with cellophane type stuff. Go ahead, set it in the top of the battery, push down, and then let it go. Nothing to it. And just let everything drain, and it'll gurgle away and fill your cells up, and that'll be that. Then you can charge the battery on a nice slow trickle charge. Nothing to it. For those people asking about where the electronics videos and 3D printing videos and stuff are, well, it's summertime here, and I've got lots of summertime projects. The electronics videos will be back, but I decided to try and bring everyone a bit more content on my channel. Like the stuff, like I've got knowledge to share on some things, and I can learn from all of you on others. So all these projects for the summertime and these silly little things that are kind of fun and kind of therapeutic in a way, these odd jobs, thought I'd share them, and why not share it with you guys out there, you amazing people that have been with me for so many years. So not for everyone, but hopefully some people like the content. And those are going just fine. I did show this filling up a battery as well on my generator rebuild video, if that's already out yet. I'm not sure whether it'll be live before this one or after, but yeah, nothing to it. We'll take that and charge it up after and put it in the quad, and we'll be back in business for a long time to come, I hope. Just like that, we're full. So go ahead and carefully remove the bottles. Don't tip your battery over until you've got this cap put on there, and seal these cells up, and that's it. Ooh, that smells like sulfuric acid. Ooh, that's strong. And that is a really tight fitting cap this time. That's not going to be easy to remove, but we probably will never need to remove it. And that's it. We'll go ahead, charge her up. Alright, we got some goodies too. More primer bulbs. I have no idea why. No clue. No clue. Check this out. Finally got myself a good metric O-ring assortment. This again was a shop tool when I was in the trade, so we never had to have our own, because obviously the shop supplies would be where you would go for this stuff. But yeah, that's a nifty little set. I like it. It's got they're as usual, actually not as usual. There's both the kind of extra thick wall and then some of the thinner wall style. Like these are quite thin for that diameter, and that's a good thing, because here's the other ones with the thicker style for the same diameter. So it's a really nice set, I think. But we'll find out when we when we need it. We'll see if the size we need is actually in there. More goodies from eBay. Copper washer assortment. Again, kind of same idea. This is something that we always kept in the shop as a shop tool. shop supplies, but these are good for drain plugs, oil drain plugs, etc. And here, these are actually the same. These are a crush washer as well, but not copper. I don't know what material these are, some kind of a tin blend of some form. And then set screws. Nice assortment of tiny set screws, Allen head. I believe these are metric, if I remember right. It's not marked on there, but I'm pretty sure that's metric thread. Always end up running into a situation where one's missing on a pulley or whatever, and I'm all set. Measuring funnel, well, just because it's super handy to have a funnel with dividers right on it. It does seal from the top, keep the dust out. And then this can go down right into a filler plug, a lot easier than some of those bendy funnels, so we'll give it a try. Some parts for the whole Sforma G660. I have a small fuel leak on that saw that I can't seem to chase down, and I caught it leaking around the gas cap, and I can't see anything wrong with it other than the O-ring style looks not quite like a still. I think has a big flat one, but I'm just going to give it a try and see if that's the culprit or not. It's a very slow leak and very hard to recreate, and with the covers and stuff on, I can't seem to find it. Picked this up the other day. This is a Grease Off. I haven't tried it before. We're going to give this a try in the ultrasonic cleaner when it comes. So it's biodegradable. It's supposed to be not corrosive, and supposed to be a degreaser. So we'll give it a try. Air tool oil, handy to have. Nothing to it. You can just use automatic transmission fluid or whatever as well in air tools. And I picked this up today at Canadian Tire, just the cheapest oil they have. It's still 16 bucks for 5 liters of it, but I'm changing the oil in generators and stuff like crazy lately, so need more oil. One last piece of goodie. This is from Amazon. I wanted, you'll see in the videos the lighting is not the best when I was working on the generators and pressure washers and stuff. I wanted an easy, no muss, no fuss way to bring a light over to me. And I figured what better way than to have a retractable reel, because I hate messing around and tripping over extension cords and whatever. So I'm going to hang this up, and then I can just pull this down, and I've made a light. Here, I'll just show you. I put together a few more of these. Those are fluorescent fixtures, and I've got a couple above the workbench and another one over here now, and this one is portable. This one I'll maybe make kind of a stand, and then I can just set it on the floor or wherever I'm working on things. But you can see the light off it. It's wonderful. I love the diffusion pattern on them. They work great for lighting things in videos. But it has a short cord, and I just wanted an easy way to put things around, so I think this will work. It seems to work. I like it. It's very kind of, I don't know, chintzy in a way, and that cord is not the best feeling stuff. And that plastic, that's not rubber, that's a plastic box that's bonded together. So overall, it feels pretty cheap, but heck, it only needs to run a light. That's it for the goodies today. I think I'll put that fixture together and maybe do some work in here. So I raided downstairs as well. This has been on the shelf for a long time. This is a pocket bike motor that I built myself, or rebuilt myself. This is going to go into one of those pocket bikes, but I built this as a high performance motor. I remember having to machine it and measuring the squish, and I got it results from a pocket bike forum. There's a guy on there, one of the CAG forums, that had a awesome tutorial on exactly what you want for squish, which is you put a piece of solder in there and measure how much combustion chamber clearance you've got in the piston. It's high performance, high compression piston in there, and you can see it down in there through the exhaust port. It's all nice and still gooey and sticky, but really high compression motor. Kind kind of a high flow intake deal and supposedly a half decent carburetor, but that's about all there is to it. And I also did some work on the clutch, I remember. I remember I took it apart because the pivots weren't right. It wasn't free enough. And these are also high performance clutch. They're basically just heavier springs, so it revs out a bit more before it fully engages. But yeah, I think I'll put all this back together and we'll maybe get that pocket bike going. There was a couple people expressed interest. They wanted to see me get that going. Well, I kind of want to try this motor too because I know it'll be kind of a bit of a beast. So it might be a lot of fun. Anyway, carry on. Okie dokie. So in the previous video, we did the carburetor on this quad. I was hoping that I'd be able to save the battery, but certainly could not. So that's where we got to put her back into down there. I'm just going to make sure that the well is cleared out and we'll set her in. A little bit of mud down in there. Actually, quite a bit. Not enough to really be worried about. I think I'll just blow it out. Handy dandy airline. Oh, I love having this rigged up right above where you guys are standing right now. Noise alert. Little late. Okay. There is a drain line, a drain hole down there, but I don't know that they're supposed to be. That's supposed to be plugged. Yeah, it seems that. I guess that makes sense. You want that compartment to be able. Yeah, you couldn't seal that, otherwise it'd just be full all the time when you run the river. So it's nice and open. Take our freshly charged battery. Man, oh man, that got hot. Why did that get so hot? That's bizarre. I was on the super low speed charge. It's just awfully warm. Undesirable. I'll trickle charge that battery more overnight. Check this out. I redid my trouble light. It shouldn't screw up the camera anymore like in those other videos that you've probably already seen. Where it messes with the white balance hard. I could just manually set the white balance, but I think it's better that I don't, because I have multiple different lights around here, and I think it's better that it be able to compensate, because some of them are fluorescent, some are different style of fluorescent, so I think it's kind of nice to be able to just leave it in auto. So anyway, now the trouble light shouldn't mess with it quite so much. I'm just gonna start these bolts because they got these silly backer nuts that are a real pain in the ass down in that hole. Quite simply, can't get to them. So if I hold them in with the bolts, then maybe it'll be a little easier to work with. Slide it in from the side. Our bolts. We'll just start it in place. Yeah, I think that'll be alright. Alright, down you go. Thump. Now, there's a strap that holds this down that is a royal fight to get into place. You know what? You guys have seen battery before. I don't think there's much of interest here. This is the second battery this week. If you haven't seen it yet, this video should be out by now with this Kaipor generator that I rebuilt. Check that. Oh, I forgot. I didn't show this. I did this after the video. A mouse had pissed on the valve cover and made it all shitty, so I got it all nice and chrome looking after the video. So this thing is like brand new now. Bloody expensive battery, but like I say, 2 in a week. But cheers, guys. Hope you enjoyed these videos.